So, I want you all to imagine that you've fallen ill. You are nauseous, vomiting, you have a splitting headache, and most importantly, every muscle in your body hurts. You are bedridden. There's no way you're getting out of bed today. What are some of the questions that you are going to be asking yourself? Can I go to work? Am I going to be able to cook food for my family? Take my kids to school? Or, if you are poor, maybe one of the more fundamental questions you're going to ask yourself is, can I earn enough money today to even meet any of the following questions of taking care of family, kids, and so on and so forth? This is what thousands of people have to ask themselves all over the world when they are hit with one disease, malaria. Currently, malaria has 50% of the world at risk of getting this disease. Of those people at risk, over 90% are located in one area, Central and Western Africa. This is a huge issue that results in $12 billion lost every year thanks to malaria prevention, control, and treatment efforts. But more importantly, over 400,000 people die from this disease every single year, the vast majority of whom are kids under the age of 5. Now, one of the reasons why malaria continues to be such a huge global health problem is because the tools that we have to fight it just aren't working the way that they used to. Our gold standard for malaria control and prevention are insecticides. The way that they are normally delivered are in the form of insecticide-treated bed nets, which you have probably seen in the news before. The problem is that malaria is very typical in areas that are hot. It is over 98 degrees at night, and if you're sharing a bed with multiple kids and a spouse, do you want to be sleeping under that? Absolutely not. It is uncomfortable. And for that reason, bed nets are often used for purposes that are different than what they are meant for. Fishing nets, clothing lines, window curtains. And if people aren't sleeping under them, they're not going to keep them from getting bit by mosquitoes. Also, mosquitoes are smart. They've adapted. They become insecticide resistant, and also they've shifted their behavior to bite during the day when people aren't using their bed nets. So we need something that can fight against all 3 of these problems that bed nets just aren't able to solve anymore. And that's where ivermectin comes in. Ivermectin is an FDA-approved medication that, one, since it's a pill that you take, it can eliminate the need for sleeping under a bed net and this whole issue of mechanical failure. And since it makes your blood toxic to mosquitoes, and it can affect those that are even insecticide resistant, we can also get around the mosquitoes that normally are able to evade insecticide strategies. We also already know that it works. When my lab, the Foy Lab here at CSU, launched a phase 2 clinical trial back in 2015, we saw some really promising results. We saw a 20% reduction in malaria cases in kids under the age of 5. We also saw double the number of children that never received malaria at all during the transmission season. For the kids that did unfortunately get malaria, we saw a significant delay in onset for their first malaria case during the months that they received ivermectin. And in villages that received ivermectin, reduced mosquito biting was observed amongst all the people that lived there. So, we firmly believe that ivermectin can be a promising new tool for malaria prevention and control. Thanks to GAUSSI funding, support, and the education he provided me, we're going to be taking ivermectin to some really new, exciting studies this summer. And if you want to find out what exactly we'll be doing, you can come to my poster at 2:30. Thank you for your time.